what's up guys, Nandra here, sorry about that, Nandra here, welcome to another video. So for this video, it occurred to me literally right this moment, that, first, Eachtar's getting nerfed, so, hype, for all of you guys who hated Eachtar. For me personally, I didn't care about him, it was whatever. For me, Eachtar, it kind of like, I guess, like, it's one of those cards that I'm kind of like used to, sort of. Not from this game actually, but actually from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because Yu-Gi-Oh! had similar effects, and so for me, it was kind of like nostalgic playing in the Eachtar meta. He's still a very good card post nerf. He's just not as ridiculous as he can be sometimes, and will most likely not like steal away games from me anymore from like out of like nothing. It's just, make a board and just like yeah. So for this video, I decided that I was gonna go ahead and showcase some of the misplays that shadow players do. So I have two games. They're both kind of long. So we're just gonna go ahead and watch both games. For the second game, I do actually make some misplays myself. They're like subtle, but they're still misplays. Sorry for any like lag or anything like that. I'm both rendering a video right now, as well as recording this video, as well as uploading another video. So I go ahead and I keep Sybil and I keep Blazing Breath. These two cards are very, very important. I also get a Tina. The Tina is very, very nice, just because I believe I'm going second, so to be able to clear up a board, so I can go ahead and clear his turn 2 play. Alright, so he plays up the Skull Beast. I'm going to ignore the Skull Beast. The reason why you ignore the Skull Beast is because if he has a 2-drop, which he's going to have a 2-drop, like they play like 20-something 2-drops, you want to be able to clear that off with the Blazing Breath, because you don't know for sure if you're gonna top deck a removal spell off the top of your deck. Now you might be going, alright, well, what's the difference? Alright, so if the Skull Beast hits me twice, that's 2 damage. Whereas if his 2-drop hits me twice, that's 4 damage. The damage does add up, and every single point of damage does matter. So he plays out Lyrio, which is good. Alright, so I go ahead and I Blazing Breath. So next turn, I need to try to find a 3-drop or something, or just something to play on 3, so I don't fall behind. However, here, first misplay. Never, ever, 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 ever try to tempo out Illusion Corpse unless you know that I want to clear your board. Like, he has 2 damage in board. Like, I can just easily Breath of Salamander that and go about my business. Like, no, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Oh god. Yeah, it's really bad just because like I play a lot of big boys like Israfil, Lucifer, Bahamut, Zeus, like, and those are all things that you're gonna be hard pressed to clear if you just give me this vital resource. So here, this turn, I go ahead and I go Tina. The reason why I go Tina here is because I need to get that Illusion Corpse off the board. And for me, from the dragon side of this, you want to play in a way that lets you try to conserve your Breath of Salamander for as long as possible, because if you do, you're going to be able to win, because you don't quite know yet if they're playing Thanes or not, and Breath of Salamander perfectly answers Thane without you taking any damage, and that's actually kind of crucial, just because again, every single point of damage mitigation matters. So I go ahead and I Evo, I go ahead and I ping the Soul Squasher, and then I trade into the Lurchin Corpse. You might be wondering, okay, well, why didn't you just trade into the Skull Beast? The reason why I don't trade into the Skull Beast is because if he has Erd, I'm gonna be in an awkward spot, because he can go ahead and go so he can go ahead and go attack first, Erd on the Lurchin Corpse, evolve the Skull Beast, and then have the Skull Beast trade in, and then suddenly, oh hey, look at that, my Breath of Salamander no longer is a full clear. Whereas right now, it can be a full clear, because he's most likely gonna like play out a bunch of 2-drops. So here he just kind of misses his curve. So I have to assume that he has Echtars or Thanes in hand right now, and I have to like play accordingly. So I need resources, and this is probably gonna be the only the only time this game that I get the fervor. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the fervor. Yes, he has two. Yes, he technically has 4 damage in play. However, because he didn't evo that last turn, I know that he's not going to evo this turn. Because I know he's not going to evo this turn, that's fine for me because now I can take some kind of like civil liberties with him. So here he goes Luriel. I really wish that I had like that drawn an Israfil. However, I don't. So I have to go ahead and go. Well, I don't have to do this. I'm choosing to do this. I go ahead and I go Breath of Salamander. However, an alternative play was to just go ahead and just tempo out the Civil and use the Oracle to go up to 10. So if I do that, then I'm essentially taking a gamble, because if I guess wrong and he has Thanes instead, I'm gonna eat 1 billion damage for free. And I'm gonna be in an even worse spot. But if he has Echtars, that's actually, well, it's still bad, but it's a little bit better, because I can go ahead and go Breath of the Salamander plus Scyther on the turn afterwards, and I'll be fine because I have Lucifers in my hand. I can go ahead and I can heal. I can heal for at least let's see here, 6, 10, 14, 8. I have 18 points of healing in my hand right now. So as long as I avoid getting chunked out in just like massive bursts, you know, the kind of bursts that only Echttar can do to me, then I'm gonna be fine this game, just because I can go ahead and I can just grind him out. So here he just completely passes his turn 7, which is crazy to me. I cannot imagine why you would do that, because by doing that, you open yourself up to a lot of things for me to do to you. Like, and that's just, I don't know, I just don't agree with that play at all. So here, I play out Ayala, knowing full well is going to get Zombie Party, because that's probably the only reason why you would pass. He does have the Zombie Party, but that's fine. I don't care about that. I'm just going to go ahead and drop a Bahamut like it's hot. The reason why I drop a Bahamut here is because, yes, I'm basically trading my Bahamut for his Zombie Party as well as his Necro Assassin that he's going to play next turn, because there's no way he doesn't have Necro Assassin in his hand from the way he's been like holding cards in his hand. And that's unfortunate, but I can play Poly the turn afterwards, because Necro Assassin is a low tempo play, just because like you only develop a 3/3. Yeah, sure, you get to kill my Bahamut, but you're only developing a 3/3. Thankfully, he hasn't pressured me at all this game, and I'm still like assuming that he's not experienced with Shadow, which is weird because he has a lot of master points, but I mean, like, any dog, every dog has his day, I guess. He can also go ahead and, he can also go ahead and go Echttar on me, but thankfully he does have to give me a Demon Eater, which is insane for me, like, just because he's almost out of cards in hand. Like, sure, he gets to play the Soul Conversion and get to draw now, but yeah, like, that's not good. That's not a place where you want to be. So here, he again tempos out another Lurching Corpse. That's fine for me, because what am I going to do? I'm playing the Poly. Poly is here. Poly is in. Let's go. Yes, he has 15 shadows, and yes, he can play Echttar at any point in time, and that'll be, like, unfortunate. However, I got to play my Poly for free. I still have 2 Evos. Like, and I'm at near full with a ton of fucking healing in my hand. Let us fucking go. Like, right now, this is basically like my game to lose. So here, I actually do go ahead and punt this game a little bit, because so the correct play is actually, even though it doesn't seem like it, the correct play here is to go Sahaquil into Lucifer, have the Lucifer trade into a Death's Breath ward, play Scyther, have Scyther trade into something, so Sahaquil, have the Sahaquil, Evo the Sahaquil, have the Sahaquil, the Windblush Dragon, and the Lucifer all trade into the wards, then have the Scyther trade into the Lurching Corpse. So by doing it this way, sure, there's a chance that your Lucifer might die, but that's fine. You don't really care about that, just because like you have so much healing in your hand, and you're under no pressure. And by doing it this way, you preserve the Breath of Salamander in your hand, the Breath of the Salamander in your hand, which is worth so much more in this matchup than just say, you know, like a Lucifer healing when you're still at like 15 HP and you have a poly in play. So, but I do it this way because I'm a greed lord, and I go ahead and use Scyther. So using the Scyther here is kind of greedy because doing it this way is kind of greedy because like the Breathless Salamander stops Thanes, which is exactly what just happened here. Because now I am going to take damage from Thane, and I'm going to be in an awkward spot. So I go Blazing Breath to pop one. You pop one first, but before you make any additional trades, because you don't want to take the 1 extra damage from doing it last. So I go ahead and I evolve. The reason why I evolve here is because I need to get aggressive, and I need to start smacking me in the face with these Windblast Dragons, because that's gonna be how I win this game. I do get the heal. I go back up to 18, which is nice. And I put enough stuff on this board that now if he plays the Eachtar, like 1, the Eachtar's gonna have to trade. And 2, even if the Eachtar does trade, like that's fine because with the Windblast Dragon, I ease the amount of pressure that's on me. Like, I don't have to worry about, oh my god, I have no more evos, what do I do? Like, because something, like a tempo Eachtar for 12, it just, blows me out. No. So here, he evolves the Eachtar. That's smart, just because now he has a big board, and if he has second Eachtar, I die. So right now, I have to go into damage control mode, but that's fine, because again, with this poly, I'm allowed to do that now. Because all I have to do is just clear enough of his board each and every turn. I'm at 18. There is no physical way he kills me unless I give him a strong Eachtar turn like this. So here I have 2 different options. Option 1 is to go ahead and go for Fervor. If you go for the Fervor, you're basically trying to dig for the Israfil. It is a tempo negative play though, because you only have a Windblast Dragon in play. And if he has a second Eachtar, you're going to be in a lot of trouble if you don't hit the Israfil. Or you can go for the Sybil, which is tempo positive, and even if he does have an Eachtar, his Eachtar is going to have to trade. Alright, so I go ahead and I trade into the White King. I do this because the Windblast Dragon is an expendable resource, whereas like Sybil and Tina are not. So I go ahead and I ping his Soul Squasher, and then I trade into the Eachtar, and then I pass turn. I go ahead and heal for 3 from the Sybil, and I go back up to 20. Again, he's out of cards. He's already used, I think, 1 Eachtar, 2 Echtars, at least 1. So right now, like, he's running out of resources. Like, and again, I'm at full. I will never ever let him pop off, because the hand that I have prevents him from doing that, because I have a ton of healing in my hand. Like, even though I've already used some of the healing, I can still heal for effectively 11 plus HP if I want to. And here he goes Erd, yeah, like, and this is and right here, like, this is part of what I'm talking about. Like, you see how ineffective Erd is. Like Erd only works if you have like cards in play and you're like winning, or you can like pop off on like turn 7 or on like turn 7 plus with heat, like lurching Erd combos or something like that. So here I just go and hard cast this Lucifer. I hard cast Lucifer because I've drawn a second one now, and it's a 7 HP ward that just healed me for 4. So yeah. And he top decks the Kaiser. The Kaiser's not an Eachtar, and yeah, he's just dead. Like honestly, that game just came down to like my opponent just like giving me free Lurching Corpse pops, and just not establishing a board, and making me afraid of, oh, is he gonna Eachtar me? Is he gonna hit me for like a billion? No, like I was under no pressure whatsoever. Like, and that's not good, because like he needs to be the aggressor in that matchup. Like, he needs to make me afraid for my life. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the second game. Alright, so for this game, I keep the Oracle. I get a Breath of Salamander and a Saha. The Saha is kind of nice if I can, you know, find targets in time, but sometimes I can't. And when those happen, those will feel bad. But you know, they happen. So I'm going second. I do have a really good hand in my hand, or I really do have a really good hand this game. You play Skeleton Fighter, so now I know he's Aggro Shadow, most likely with Echtars. Here he plays Bone Chimera, and this is a big one. So, alright, okay. So there are 3 different lines you can take here. The line that I take is to go ahead and go Breath of Salamander and hold the Oracle. I hold the Oracle because right now I don't yet need to ramp. Additionally, if I can draw something playable on 6 mana, then I can go ahead and hold the Oracle for draw. The other option is to go ahead and play out the Scyther. By playing out the Scyther, you run the risk of getting blown out by either Orthrus, Catacombs, or what's the last one? Orthrus, Catacombs, or Zombie Party. Like, so I just go ahead and I just go for the Breath of Salamander and I hold the Oracle. I go for the Breath of Salamander here, but I do it on the on the Bone Chimera. Sorry about the word kind of escaped me for a second. And the reason why I do it here is because I'm setting up for a clear next turn. I don't mind taking the 1 extra damage. That doesn't matter to me. The only thing that makes this, you know, a loss for me is if he goes Catacombs. Catacombs is basically the card we're trying to dodge here. But this is an aggressive line, and you take this line because if it works, you win the game. Like, just straight up, you just win the game. If it fails, you of course lose the game, but that's fine because like if the game went on long enough, you're already gonna be like unfavored to win anyway. So here, he goes Soul Conversion. He thankfully does it on the Skull Beast, and that was important. But here, he makes a mistake. Think about this for a second. Why in God's name would I preemptively pop your pop your Bone Chimera unless I knew that I could clear off your entire board this turn? Think about that. Oh, that means I have Raft Rake. So if he had played a 2/2, that would have been fine, but no. Instead, he plays hard as fuck into Raft Rake and gets punished because now I have a 6/5. Sure, you can go ahead and Soul Squash me here, but that's a Soul Squasher. That's not that's not hitting one of like my possible big fatties, and I'll take those. Here he goes Soul Squasher. And then he again, or sorry, I say again, but I don't think I was playing versus the same person. But then he like I said in the first game, tempos out a Lurching Corpse. Never do that. Never ever fucking do that. Like you know that I play at least six. At least 6 copies of spot removal. I've already used 1, but I can still just as easily go further into Blazing Breath, and then suddenly, oh hey, you're missing a vital resource which you could use to go ahead and prevent me from playing Bahamut's and things like that. So here, I make a very heads up play. I go ahead and I use the Oracle now. I won't get to draw, however, this will put me into overflow, so I can go ahead and use my Scyther and hold my Evo. Your Evos are very important in this matchup, just because you need to continuously clear their board, unless you have a Poly in play, in which case you don't have to worry worry as much. So I just go ahead and go Oracle, and then I trade into the Lurching Corpse. I trade into the Lurching Corpse because I'm perfectly fine trading my 3-drop for your 2-drop. That's perfectly fine. Sure, I'll take 1 extra damage from this Soul Squasher, but that's fine. I'd rather take the 1 extra damage versus, say, not being able to play any of my bigger guys. Next turn I have Saha Israfil if he commits a board. If he doesn't commit, I go Saha Lucy instead, and that's fine. And here, he again tempos up his Lurching Corpse. But then here, this turn, he has a Catacombs. And this time is actually kind of shaky for me. Because now, I'm gonna have to take a gamble. So here, this gamble was very, very important. And did decide the game. Because this Israfil has to live. If this Israfil dies, I probably lose. Unless I can top deck a second Israfil. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go Saha Isra. I'm going to evo the Saha Quill. I'm going to trade the Saha Quill first. The reason why you trade the Saha Quill first is so this way, if the gamble works in your favor, you're not suddenly just you're not suddenly just leaving extra damage on the board for no reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and trade. I'm gonna trade into the Soul Squasher. I trade into the Soul Squasher just because the Soul Squasher is the biggest thing in play, and I cannot afford to hit the Lurching Corpse just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. So this way, even if Israfil kills herself, I still get something out of this. And then I go ahead and trade. Lurching Corpse will activate. It'll thankfully hit the Saha Quill. Now, again, hitting the Saha Quill is very, very important because I need to be able to heal. Like, Lucifer will not cut it because he can play something like Thane, and I'm going to be in an awkward spot. So, he plays Thane, he evolves the Skeleton. The evolve on the Skeleton was very, very good. It would have been very, very greedy to not evolve the Skeleton, especially when I just showed you that I have an Israfil in my hand. So I just go to Israfil, I evolve the Israfil, I go ahead and trade. I heal back up to 11, but really, I really just heal back up to 8. So I can still die. I can very much still die. But right now, I'm basically forcing him, okay, play Eachtar, play Soul Squasher, do something or you die. Here, he finally plays like his Lurching Corpse correctly, and just, uses it to draw, as well as clear my board. He drops me back down to 8. I drop a Baja. I didn't have a choice here. Like, yeah, just have to play this Baja. I can't afford to get greedy. Here he plays a Death Breath. He also plays another Soul Squasher. And this is fine. Like, I've almost stabilized. So here I go ahead and play Lucifer 2. To be quite honest, there are two different ways that I could have played this turn. I could have either played the Lucifer or I could have played the Zeus. I chose the Lucifer just because Lucifer is gonna be harder to cast, and this is probably gonna be the only time I get to cast it for free. Well, I say for free, but it's not that free. But so I go ahead and do that. Whereas the Zeus, I can always cast the Zeus. And that'll be really nice. The Zeus can also help me deal with an Eachtar board, which again is very, very nice because I don't think he's played one yet. Yeah, he hasn't played one yet. So I go ahead and heal back to 12. I have the Blazing Breath there because if I don't, he plays Eachtar, I die. So he had the Eachtar. Haha. Yeah. So not playing the Zeus is going to hurt me a little bit here, but it's still fine. It doesn't matter. Alright, so to be honest, in my opinion, he did actually misplay that turn a little bit. The reason why is because if you go White King into Eachtar, you can go ahead and you can evo your you can go ahead and you can evo your Eachtar, trade in the Eachtar, trade in the White King, and then still hit me in the face for 8, and then you have 2 wards, so I can't kill you back or anything like that, and you also have a 2/2 zombie. Additionally, even if I have Saha Israfil, that isn't actually enough to clear this board as it is. So because I'm missing evos, you still win if at least 2 things on the board stick. So I don't know. I like that version of the play more. But yeah. Yeah, instead he just drops me down to 2, which is very, very scary. But if I'd had a second Baja, he would have just like lost the game for making that play that way. I just gotta go Zeus. Now thankfully the Zeus, because it has such a big butt, I will not die unless he has Grimnir. Please don't have Grimnir. So here he has to make trades. And he's in top deck mode, but I'm at 2 HP, so this game can go either way. Here I go Dragon Summoner into Sybil, and again, yet again, I have more decisions to make. So there are 2 lines of thought here. Yeah, there are 2 lines of thought here. The reason why I choose to play up the Scyther over, say, the Ayla is because I really wanted to play around to play around Zombie Party, but basically I'm basically playing around either Zombie Party, which I don't think he's played any of, or I'm playing around second Eachtar, but and both are very, very real. Both are very, very real things that he can do to me, just because he is halfway through his deck, so it's pretty fair to say that I could draw either one of these equal likely. But I decided to play around the Eachtar just because I've literally just seen an Eachtar. Like from the top deck, a second Eachtar would just be kind of gross, but yeah. So I go ahead and go for the Sybil. Oh, additionally, by making this trade, I also play around top deck Tyrant. I cannot say whether or not he has Tyrant or not, so I have to play it this way. He top decks the second Eachtar. So here, I was very, very upset at myself because like I really wasn't expecting the second Eachtar, and if I had played the Ayla instead, the Ayla would have been able to. Sorry, if I played the Ayla instead, the Ayla would have been able to trade into a zombie, or sorry, trade into a zombie or trade into a Lyrial, you know, whatever. And then like if I draw like something to clear the board next turn, I'll be in a good spot. But here I just draw a Fervor. The Fervor is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a Bahamut. So here I basically have the Fervor and Prey into Fervor and Prey. So right now I'm at 4 HP, and this is still like, and right now like I'm also praying for a second Sawhawk Wheel. Or I lied, I'm not 4. I'm back at 2. I thankfully get the second Sawhawk Wheel, which is nice. And I can just go Saha Isra. I get the full clear. And now I'm back in the Gyro's seat. But this is still, you know, this is still anyone's game. If he top decks Phantom Hell, I'll lose. But he doesn't. Instead, he gets Thane. Thane is just as good, by the way. So, so here I have to go Israfil, and then I have to. All right, so I heal back up to 6. Then I have to make a trade into the White King. I drop back down to 5. Then I have to go ahead and trade into the Thane. Then Blazing Breath it, and then I drop back down to 4. So if he top decks third Eachtar, I die. Like, but if he doesn't, because he's given me all of his Lurching Corpses for, well, sorry, not all, but at least 2 out of 3 of his Lurching Corpses for free. I don't have to worry about dealing with any of those right now. Only Eachtar or some weird combination of Demon Eater spam kills me. Just because as long as he can blow up 2 cards on his turn, he will get the damage to kill me. So. But thankfully he only has Dust Breath. But that's still really bad for me because now he has a lot of wards. Thankfully though, I top deck a Zeus, so now I can go Zeus and just trade into straight into a Death Breath board. And thankfully, because he's used so many shadows, his Eachtar isn't going to be as ridiculous, because now if he goes Eachtar, he only gets he'll only get 2 zombies at the moment. Well, 2 zombies if he trades away this current zombie, which isn't enough to clear this board. So he goes Kai'Sa, and I'm expecting an Eachtar. But thankfully no Eachtar. And now he goes White King, and then he makes a weird play. I didn't actually understand why he did this. Like, he goes Zombie Party, which is one of those, like, I don't know, like, I didn't agree with using the Zombie Party like this turn. I mean, maybe that's just me. Like, I honestly think that, like, making the trade, then going ahead and using Zombie Party on something. Well, sorry, not even using Zombie Party on something, but probably just holding the Zombie Party and just going for the Kai'Sa and trying to save the Zombie Party for next turn, based off how I choose to trade. Just because if you use the Zombie Party now, like, you lose the element surprise. I now know that yet again you're handless and you're in top deck mode. You've used 2 Eachtars, so right now the only thing that I have to worry about is just, can I dodge Phantom Howl? Can I dodge Phantom Howl? Can I dodge your third thing if you are playing it? So thankfully, I do have the symbol from the turn before, so I get to go ahead and heal back up to 5. I do have to give away my ward though, so I will after all of this still die to top deck Phantom Howl, but that's fine. These things happen. However, he concedes, probably because he's tilted. Because hey, I mean, but I played Eachtar. How am I losing to this dragon player? Yeah, it's a game. But yeah. Like, again, that game was very, very close. It could have gone either way, but part of it was due to the very, very tiny misplays that he made that just decided everything, I think. Like, Shadow is honestly, like, to some extent, it's a very, very Mid Shadow. It's a very, very difficult deck to play. I mean, like, yes, I know that. Hey, you know, if you just chain Echtars on 7, 8, 9, you can just win. But not every game is going to be like that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, leave a like if you did. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let me know what you think about the Eachtar nerfs down in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next